Hello and welcome to the first official video on the deadest, fashionablest game. Fashionablest, is that a word? Maybe not, maybe yes. Game alive and a long time coming. Stardoll. Stardoll. Fame, fashion, and friends. So let's get into this. So for those of you who don't know, Stardoll was created in 2006. It was originally called Paper Doll Heaven. Heaven. More like hell. And then later on, it was changed to Stardoll, and it was really popular between 2010, which is when I started playing it, and then in 2015 to 16, it took a dip. And then during COVID, the quarantine in 2020, it was active again, and now it's dead again. So, in the theme of dead gaming, let's get into Stardoll. So, I have my own account. I have two. One's my old one, and one's my current one. But I'm Okay, so now we are in my account, Skittles XOX. So my first account was made in 2009. I forgot the password to it. It was on kid safe mode, whole mess. And then I made a second one called Fun Rockstar 109, which I lost access to. Then I made another account in 2012, and it was this one. This, and bear with me here, and notice the date is 2012. This was when Stardoll didn't give us the option to change our usernames. So, but when they did, I jumped at the opportunity. She used to be called Bella underscore Thorn 12 and the letter K, because Bella underscore Thorn 12 was taken. I just put a K. Let's look at my old yearbook. First impressions. Mind you, I was a Bella Thorne fan, and this dress was from Wild Candy in their holiday collection. So this is basically your Startle Academy. You do projects, you get them like a day after you make your first account. So I was like 10 or 11 when I made this account, so obviously I did not have. I was broke. I have a star design was an old friend. I went through a lot of phases. Suddenly I'm girly. The next thing I have a sleeve. And then this is when I could afford a wig. Great designer back in the day. But anyway, let's go to chat and parties while I tell this little story of mine. I'm not a member right now, so I have to pay to make a room. Smiley face, that's fine. But anyway, you can invite friends to parties if you make a private one. And it'll show up in, let's do volcano. So it'll show up like your friend has invited you to a party, and it'll be like a link that you can press. So anyway, I got one from someone I knew. And suddenly, I'm on the logout page. So in my dumb little head, I'm like, okay, let me just log back in. Next thing I know, I am hacked. This is the broadcast area. You pay $5 to broadcast a message all freaking day. They somehow got my Twitter, my old Twitter, because it was linked. And they were like, this is her Twitter, add my everything. I was on Stan Twitter. And I was bald. A lot of wig pieces were recycled. There's a recycling option. My CoverGirl trophies were recycled. $600 was charged on a card that was saved. A good 10,000 Stardollars were spent. Stardoll refunded everything, but my account was also sending messages to other people. So the entire site was fully aware. I wonder if I still have the email. I have the message I got that day. They were like, we refunded everything. They sent me a message. But anyway, people were scared of me every time I entered a chat room after I got my account back. For a good 2 days, my best friend deactivated when this was happening. She was like, bye. Because they were scared that I was going to hack them. But people can basically see it over here in this little broadcast column if you're selling stuff, if you want votes, if you just want people to come to your page. A lot of wig pieces were recycled. There's a recycling option. My CoverGirl trophies were recycled. $600 was charged on a card that was saved. A good 10,000 Stardollars were spent. Stardoll refunded everything, but my account was also sending messages to other people. So the entire site was fully aware. I wonder if I still have the email. I have the message I got that day. They were like, we refunded everything. Thing. They sent me a message. But anyway, people were scared of me every time I entered a chat room after I got my account back. For a good 2 days, my best friend deactivated when this was happening. She was like, bye. Because they were scared that I was going to hack them. Or the hacker was still on my account. Anyway, I was messaging these designers, like, please reserve, like, this part of the way. There it is. This is the day I got hacked. By the way, I had a therapy session, a Zoom therapy session, the day this happened. So when my friends were asking me, how are you? I was like, I am in therapy. It was the funniest thing. Anyway, so I about the limited items. The Star Plaza. The Star Plaza is where you go to shop for current items, and then the Star Bazaar is where you go for items that people are selling. Let's look at the stores. I haven't been on here in a while. Okay, Wild Candy. Wild Candy is the couture for the broke people. With that being said, this is going in my cart. It's basically, there's Pearl Friend, there's, oh, they have a book here. Okay, there is the classic, the original. If anyone is still wearing wigs from this collection, get help. Anyway, this is how the wigs are made. You can like layer stuff, turn the opacity down, and you can make a really realistic hair just by throwing pieces together. I own this wig, and I wore the hell out of it. I will make another account really quick, just to show you guys. I don't want to delete that one. You can also make, was introduced, we would make hair with the jewelry, and it was really hideous. But I'm going to demonstrate in like 2 seconds how it would look. You put like a blonde piece, and you'd basically just like wrap it around. Can I resize this? Yeah, so before we had Star Design hair, this is the wig that you would see. Oh, these feather pieces. Yeah, this is what the hair would be made out of. This would be a curtain bang. It was a damn mess. which explains why star design hair now exists. And it's really evolved over the years as people have gotten more and more. It's very much like graphic design. And then you have your bazaar. You can only sell on here if you have a membership, which I currently don't. Wait, can I sell? I thought this was super limited stores. So limited stores come out every now and then. The main one is LE, limited edition. Back in the day, at least in my day, Stardoll is based in Sweden. So these would go out on their time. So for me, it'd be at like 5 a.m. You'd be staying up to get the pieces because they're limited and some of them can be really rare. Okay, lady. Do I just get to see one page? And then best scenery. The sceneries are just, we will look at mine in a minute. And then party planner. You can also vote on parties and who around. Basically, when you join Stardoll for the first time, this is like the face, the mascot of Stardoll. You get a message from her in your guest book. This is your guest book. You can leave comments. Stardoll staff. Hello, dollies. I'm Kelly.Stardoll, editor at large for the Star blog. You might actually recognize me as the face of Stardoll, but I'm also involved in all sorts of behind-the-scenes activities where I help the editorial staff with competitions and quizzes, polls, and events. Yeah, she's really been behind the scenes because no one has seen her. I am here because I love what I do. Stardoll is an amazing place to be seen, to see and be seen. Okay, that's very true. You can be really creative on here. And then there's others for different countries. A lot of them quit, I think. This is the Italian one. And then Santa. I enjoy reading lots of mail, taking vacations when everyone else is going back to work, making lists, writing poetry, and milking cookies. Whoever thought this was a good idea, where is the determination?